much more is he gonna do? Why's he always got a point to prove? Like, have you seen the way he moves? Bruv, he's gonna lose.
A sharp and confident-looking Raptors team coming down the tunnel earlier. We'll see if that confidence carries over onto their home floor. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. And for Toronto, Scottie Barnes is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Barrett in at the 3 slot. And game 1 of the NBA season, Greg, is here. Does everyone get butterflies, or is it just me?
No, I'm right there with you, partner. The anticipation has been brewing for months. Nothing like opening night.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Trent against Edwards. The tray. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
Barrett with the ball. Conley picks him up. Now, here's Barrett. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Conley the pass to Towns. Now McDaniels, defended by Trent. Towns kicks to Edwards, pulls it up. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. On the wing, Barnes. McDaniels defended. And that one's good, Barnes.
Now, this is the aspect that he's got to continue to work on, but Scottie Barnes will get dangerous from deep. Nice shot there.
Conley the pass to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Up and over the defender with one hand. Outstanding.
Oh, yeah. Looked like the D had a good chance to cut him off until he made his move right to the hoop. Now, here's Barrett. Stolen by Conley. Now, here's McDaniels. Quickly covering. And that's good. Michael Conley for 3.
Now, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
Poeltl's shot is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We've got Brown. Scottie Barnes is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Dick. And it's Nora in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And Doris, you were saying this about Kyle Anderson. He can give you a little bit of everything.
Kevin, he's one of those guys who'll provide shooting, defense, passing, playmaking, you name it. Short of that jack of all trades at the forward spot. This guy has always found minutes because his understanding of the game is elite.
And here is Morris. Pass to Edwards. Fires it up. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
To the inside. And Olynyk at the basket on the assist by Brown. Olynyk's got his first basket of the night. Timberwolves on offense. Well, Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
There's no doubt about that, Kevin. You think about the front office consistency, and success in the NBA generally starts from the top and trickles down. You can absorb a coaching change and still have a culture in place because, again, things start at the top.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Barnes. And Barrett subbed in for Brown. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Daniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Monte Morris.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
Outside, Towns. The 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Trent outside. 6 on the shot clock. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, the contact on Pirtle, pretty clear there. The big man getting tough and gets the call.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for Toronto.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
He doesn't get the second one. Barrett kicks to Pirtle. The kick out to Barnes, and the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
You know, right now for Minnesota, at this point you got to take every team you're up against as a test. Asking yourself, what can we do better than last year? Happens for us too. Kenny, you cook up any new approaches in the offseason?
Well, I'm going to reveal those, over time, not just all in one sitting. But you're right. There is an opportunity to stretch and experiment. See what's working and what isn't.
And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
Well, if I'm looking at what they did well, First thing comes to mind is rebounding. A lot of hustle points off extra possessions, and most of the time they limit their opponent.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, yeah. More certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Minnesota in the lead. Doris, lots of people are excited to see how this Timberwolves team progresses.
Certainly, Kevin, you have to admire what Anthony Edwards showed you in terms of those exciting young players. He proved he was more than capable of elevating his responsibilities. And when you think about their postseason, you ran into Nikola Jokic and the eventual champs. You can live with that.
The Timberwolves shooting their first foul shot of the night.
At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
What's striking about Karl Anthony Towns is his resiliency. He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Count it. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Pass to quickly. Will it go? Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Over to the left wing. McDaniels. That's in there. Conley with the assist. McDaniels got 5 points now this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. .40 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Barnes. Lets it go with the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Barnes has got 6 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Count that one.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
For three, Barrett. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Towns wide open. Off target with the open look.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Timberwolves on top. They finish off the third quarter on a 12-3 run. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Emmanuel quickly out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Barrett, and it's Barnes in at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. Trent kicks to Barrett. 3-pointer. Poeltl's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 9. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Gobert with a screen on Trent. Tips it, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves.
This guy has been a superb offensive rebounder. Gobert uses that size and positioning.
Conley against Quickly. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Conley.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Minnesota ball.
Edwards passes to Towns. Here's the 3. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Towns.
3.
And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
For 3, Barrett. Conley grabs the miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Shoots the 3. No good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Barrett kicks to Barnes to halt the run, and the Raptors miss again. Trent against Conley. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike, you guys really came on in the second half. What changed?
We just started playing basketball again. I told the guys at halftime that we can't just turn it on and off. We got to be able to keep the pedal to the metal, and guys came out and were defensively focused, and guys are making the double extra plays to get defensive stops.
Well, defense is obviously your team's calling card. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. That concludes the first game of the